Okay. I don't know if this is better than what I did last time, but it's like the artifact version of Tellarian Terror, but I have like more things that can actually kill my opponent, like this thing, this thing, this thing. So like more ways to bludgeon your opponent to death. This is weird, but it does pull artifacts out of your deck and put them into play. But I don't feel like I'm winning with a 2-1. Um, there's one blatant issue here, I feel, is I just don't actually have any removal. It is kind of hard to make room for removal, I feel, if I also want to, like, close a game out and not just, have half as many threats to kill my opponent in the first place. But I'm not super confident about this, but we're going to try it. We're gonna try. It doesn't have my favorite card in it. Doesn't have Outlaw Medic. If this doesn't work out, I might just play some kind of mono green deck. I did see one mono green deck that seemed kind of interesting. And it actually did run removal too. But I'm not sure. Oh, well, look at that. I was going to say, if mono red is the only thing I see, then I think I like this significantly less than the one I was playing for. Of course, it's on the play. Of course, I have a tap land. Yep. Let's play Candy Trail? What am I looking for? Yeah, I'm looking for an untapped land, right? Okay, Buzzbots is fine. I feel like my opponent does have to, in some way, actually deal with it. So we play this, right? Feels exceptionally annoying for the opponent. But there's no, like, smash to smithereens or anything. Just a little bunch of 2-1s holding down the fort. Okay, let's play you. I do have 6 life here, right? Yeah. I actually have 9. I have a lot of life gain here. Maybe the medic isn't necessary. The fact that the red deck is played so heavily in the face of all this life gain is just kind of like ridiculous to me. You can game 40 life and they're like, alright, that's fine. So I can make a 4/5. I can also just play this. Maybe I lead with this, actually. Okay. This is good if it gets going, because it gains life every time I swing. They only have 1 card in their hand. What does it do? Worked? Okay. Does that work? Yeah, it does. It doesn't actually matter that they do this, I feel. Wait, hold on. Can't be blocked at this turn except by creatures with haste. Yeah, it does matter. Never mind. I keep thinking this is defender or flying. I don't know why. Don't ask me. So let's do this because I'm dying. That is not what I wanted. Swing with these two. Sure. Let's play. Do I need to crack this? No, I can play this. Put this here because gaining 1 life a turn seems valuable and arguably necessary. Okay, we just sandbagged a lava runner last turn. Don't know why. To deal 2 damage, I guess. Here, 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 there. Take 2, 3, 4. Yep. Okay, so I think we just start with an attack. Play. I think the only thing to play is this, and the only thing to do is crack it. I don't think there's anything else I can do. Probably will double block one of these lava runners. Oh, they don't even swing them. All right. All right. Get dunked on. We did it. I didn't even need Outlaw Medic. Look at that. Sweet. I gained a lot of life that game, that's for sure. Oh, look. It's the same thing again. No way. What an interesting format. When it dies, make a 1/1. Okay. I have never seen impact tremors. I mean, I'm always swinging. I'm never not swinging. So I think I'm playing this and not sacking the equipment. Unless I have to. No. All right. Look at that. They got they got stonewalled by a 3/4. Oh look, it's the same matchup again. I have no turn 2 play. Actually, you know what? We should just play this anyways. I don't care about Burst Lightning. It's not like I'm playing around it at all. You can kill this all you'd like. I just don't have a 2-drop. I can play this next turn. Okay, it's not mono red. It is the annoying deck, though, that does all the crime. But it's not red. Need some green. Well. Oh, I did that backwards. I missed the damage. Ugh! I forgot. There was more text on my card. Ugh. I'm not gonna... I don't think it mattered too much, but that was a mistake. Probably not that impactful. Each player loses 2 life? Okay. You should still swing here. Wow, they don't swing? I feel like their entire strategy involves them swinging in that exact spot. Also, this costs 3 mana. Hello. I think this is still slightly better. Because it's like something my opponent kind of has to deal with. These one things aren't doing it. Where do I put this counter? I'm going to put it here. Again, I missed a damage. Okay, now I'm getting really stupid with this. I'm just getting really stupid with my cards. I've missed 2 damage so far. Alright, yeah, this works out. Missed 2 damage, though. Really not ideal. Alright, now they're interested in trading damage for damage. This stops the damage in the air, I guess? There certainly is a green deck I am interested in playing. That does not do anything. This is the first duress I have seen in this format. I think. I should just play this now, before artifacts are removed. Alright, well, we have the problematic stats that have to be dealt with. Sure. Tinkers don't kind of just soft counters the shock they just cast. Okay, so we swing with that, and that. We can actually swing with both of these as well, because I get 1 damage in anyways. I don't care about the buzzbots. In fact, I draw a card if it dies, so... And it does die. And it actually drew something extremely ideal here, which is just more life. It's kind of the best thing I could ask for. They have another shock? Okay. Alright. Sweet. Yep, just another... it was like all one... I guess it could be Burst Lightning. But, yeah, alright. Cool. Oh, I mean, you just clicked keep. Green, white. What does that mean? What does that mean? I wonder. When this dies, make a 1/1. Is it worth it to keep this 2? It might be worth it to keep that alive. Put a counter on it and draw. I feel like I'm winning with a 3/3 in this spot. Like, this could genuinely matter a lot. So I'm actually going to do this. Because they can't trade, and then this 3/3 could just be a huge problem for, like, the rest of the game, borderline. Potentially. No, this is a artifact and artifact deck, but it's the same colors. The other one, I don't think really had any artifacts in it. This is a very different deck. It's kind of the same premise, though. It's got, like, a Tolarian Terror equivalent, which hasn't won me a game yet. That is a 4/2 flash reach. Alright. Good to know about. Do we think they're going to trade? Do I care? No, not really. I don't care. I think they, like, have to trade? Right? Feels like they do? Okay, maybe not. I'd rather not lose all my gnomes. I can play these two. Making this 4 is irrelevant. Okay, what is that? Can't be blocked by more than 1, and something gets +2/+2, which is those two. So I can double block this. I probably should, if they're going to give me this opportunity, I probably should block those. And not worry too much about these right now. Look for a land? That is not a land. Is it better than just stunning the 2/1? I feel like it isn't. No, it's not. Let's just play this. I could just... Yeah, this is maybe better. Oh, I like my opponent's deck so far. It's not Mountain Burst Lightning like everyone else. In fact, they've played a bunch of stuff I've never seen before. If there's a combat trick, I am the farthest thing from interested in playing around it. Razor Rings to target black. Excess deck. Okay. You have trample? Okay, well, that's bad. That is a severe problem. Can I please draw a land? Apparently not. Apparently not. It is banned. Let's play this so I can stop getting hit with a 2/1. I'm not playing around anything. I think I would have held the jump scare for later if I were my opponent. I can stun that. Could just play this. They're in a top deck mode. I could just play this. And then the second one can actually block the 6/6. Alright, we're swinging with the 2/1. Not sure I would ever do that. This is an elf, and they didn't target it with its own ability. Do that. The first time in the game they have priority from an ability. Now you have to wait like 5 minutes per game action. Can I still play this? No. Okay, I still would have preferred to play the relic so I could draw a card, but I can do what I want regardless. There is no attack here. Is this an elf? Nope. Looks like an elf, but apparently it's a hero with a giant axe and rabbit ears. Ugh. Never changed, Japan. Never changed. Oh, wow. All right. So we have our trade, and I will block that. You can't block with more than one creature. Oh, I didn't even read it. Okay, now I'm just losing. I think I'm losing tremendously now, actually. I have to block it or I'm dead too. All right, well. Did my best. I just didn't read it. Yep, I'm not beating that. There is no card in my deck that beats this. Oh, did I not block the Sanctifier? Oops. I can stun it for a turn. I don't really know where that's getting me. Okay, I can stun it again. Still, same logic applies. I don't know where that's getting me. Let's play the old, make this a 6-7 game? Card, swing. Well, not sitting around. There's nothing there, so. I'm pretty sure this Sanctifier should be dead. I might have done a really stupid thing and not killed it. Pretty sure it should be dead. So that was, like, very stupid of me. Probably doesn't matter. It would appear to not look like it's going to matter. Let's play the gain 1 life equipment here, because I'm always going to be swinging. And then swing. And I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to leave up the 3 life here, because otherwise I could die to my opponent's top deck. I did not. Wow, just doesn't respect anything, just goes up to 10. I don't have 3 damage, but not sure if it was necessary to do that. They can activate this once, and it becomes 8. So with this card, I can trade. Also, I drew the last relic, which the last relic is actually huge here. I can stop this attacker again. Opponent, please, please, I beg of you. Please. Just activate it, so you're not holding priority the whole turn. Please. It's not new. It's been here the whole game. We're roping out every turn. I beg you. It's not the worst thing you could be doing, but still. I don't know why we're struggling so severely with this. These are both okay cards to draw. And I guess drawing it in this order is almost the same. Maybe not, actually. Maybe not. I'm always doing this. And I can actually just put that in play. No, I can't. I got rid of the artifact. Okay, we can play this. I can't play one of these because I get died as some random stuff on the top. Yeah, it doesn't really matter how I ordered those. All right. The relic's coming in pretty clutch here. Opponent, come on. Come on, just push the button. Ah, just push the button. Alright, they did not draw anything, so we just win. We give the relic, or the serpent, unblockable, and we win. As far as I'm aware, yes. They go to 5, and then they die. Sweet. Love it. I don't know why we swung with the... Yeah, hoping I disconnect. Maybe that's what they're doing. Alright, I'm just going to show them lethal, so maybe they just, like, stop clicking things. Making me send it in, alright. I shouldn't have swung with the 2-2, because now they have more time to burn by blocking it. It's not a big deal. Nope, opponent's got unblockable. Okay, maybe just a new player, I don't know. Alright, yeah, they stared at me for 10 years and then conceded instead of just clicking the button to... See, that's it's the psychological warfare right there. They're holding priority, like, this game takes over 2 times as long. It's like a 2.5 minute, no, it's not 2.5 minutes, but yeah, it takes a long time because they got this ability. But then when I show lethal, it would be faster to just say no blocks and let it kill you, right? No, maybe it would be longer. Yeah, I think it would be. Yeah, it's probably a longer animation to wait for this to hit you. And then they chose the fast way of conceding while doing the slow way of playing. That's psychological warfare right there. Like, instead of making it take that much longer by getting hit, they just quickly go to the concede button. Look, we gotta find something to talk about. My opponent had nothing to do. They found a way to still have priority longer than me throughout the course of that game. Had to talk about something. My first Llanowar Elves, and of course it's on the play, because why wouldn't it be, right? First time seeing it. Buzzbots? I don't think it's going to matter too much, but I guess I'll play this instead. Probably not going to matter too much. Yeah, standard Pauper's been good, if you're okay with every other opponent being mono-red. I have to read these. Look at the top 3 cards of your library, reveal a permanent. But the rest of your... Okay, so they do that. I can swing with both of these. I think. Hesitate. Also, my opponent is actually just top decking. 4 mana ability? No, it's a 5 mana ability. Okay. Those 2/2s do have reach. Let's play these 2, I think. This is the first time the 2/1 has felt better than Thraben Inspector. You might as well block, right? Like, you should start maybe stemming some of his bleeding. Yeah. That one doesn't untap like the Leyline Weaver, so that's interesting. In web, I see. What does that do? You get a basic. Okay, yeah. Sure. They could have tapped the... Why are they not casting the Llanowar Elves? Why are they not casting the Llanowar Elves? I don't know. I don't know. Let's put the counter on this. That way it can trade with the... Yeah. Well, yeah. That way it trades with the 2/2. 4/3 is a little annoying. I'm sure they're gonna block the 2/2. You like kind of have to stop the 2-turn clock here. It is lethal if I find an untapped land. Okay, never mind. They have a reach creature. Never mind. Alright, mana for literal eons. It is no longer lethal. I can still just make it lethal next turn, so I'll just do that. I can make it lethal next turn. I don't know if there's a single card they can draw or find that stops them from just simply dying here. Yep, alright. Oh, it's a mountain again. Why is the mountain always on the play? How come I can't be on the play against, like, anything? Or Lana Rails. Lana Rails is also now on the play. I can't escape that. You can't escape the green one-drops. Oh, it's a curse. At least it's not Soul Ring. At least it's not Soul Ring. Alright, well, obvious burn is obvious. Doesn't change anything. Playing around stuff is not a real thing. My opponent is actually hitting the enter key. I love it. Oh, wait, nope. It's more than what it was a second ago. Wait, what? Okay. Alright, I'm here for it. I like that a lot. I'm here for it. Alright, yep. Okay. Kind of wish I saw more. We have, like, an insane amount of life gain, so even gaining 1 life return is a huge problem for a red deck, and we have a lot of life to gain here. Just like the other day, I haven't found myself mulliganing. I'd prefer to be mono white, so there's no Marauder. I've never seen someone else play this. Is it a fan? Is it a fan? I've never seen someone else play that. Okay, now I'm excited. I mean, by all means, interact with this. By all means. What does that one do? Okay. On any creature, sure. I'm not gonna block that. Straight to combat. So, let's play this to scry to. That's good. This is also actually kind of good. Yeah. Look at that. I'm finally scrying 2 on top consistently. You know that's where we're in a good spot, right? Alright. I could have not swung and double blocked, but I don't really care about the 2/4 lifelink right now. They keep mousing over my cards. I don't know if that means there's a removal spell. There probably isn't. It's probably just a bunch of, like, creatures that care about gaining life. Oh, disenchant. Alright, never mind. My opponent's playing disenchant in a deck that, like, is geared towards beating the mono red deck. That's pretty interesting to me. I'm here for it. I really wish I had a vigilance threat to put my stuff on, so I suppose I should play the vigilance threat to put my stuff on. I don't know if it's worth it to swing to gain 1, because I lose more than I gain by swinging at this point. Because I killed my 2/1. But hey, look, a 3/3 vigilance that dies to my opponent's naturalizes. You know, it could... Okay, O-ring. What does that take? I don't know. The equipment? Sure. Okay. I can't say I'm terribly troubled with that, but that is annoying. Is kind of annoying. Let's do this here. Let's play this. Swing here. Alright, my opponent has, so far, 3 different removal spells in their deck. I can easily just get value doing this, which is really nice. Sack that. Put the counter on here. No reason to make something super tall. Holy relics, Batman. No idea what that is. When this enters, put a counter on 2 different creatures. Sure. You should swing with a 3/5. Okay. There's no haha gotcha in combat. I'm gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna start this. Oh, it doesn't even have to block this, actually. Yeah. Suppose I might as well stop this for a turn. And also draw a card. Let's hide the relic. Okay, that can shatter the pseudo parity we have, but there's still a lot of life gain in my opponent's board state. I don't think I'm triple blocking. We will stun this once more. Swing here. Who's seen more cards? I have? Okay. A lot of disenchants and stuff. I wonder if they're playing 4 disenchants. That feels a little crazy, but we know there's more passive bias. I'm not really winning with the shepherd swinging every turn. The serpent, excuse me. I don't think I am. On the bright side, I can make this scary instead of my serpents. Do I swing with a 5/6? I do not. We're winning in the air. The air is being the mirror breaker right now. And we have 2 aerial threats. So we are winning in the air, which is, does not change anything. That doesn't change anything either. I mean, it gives them a bunch of life, but we're still winning because of the flyers. That is nice. I should start moving these equipment as well before I don't do that. Oh, Galicat coming in clutch. Oh, that's funny. Okay. Sure. Aha, who's the mono white life gain now? One is blocking for Sweeper. Untap and sweep me. I can probably now make that unblockable and start swinging. Although maybe not. There's still some serious stats in play that could just turn it around pretty quickly. It's also a 2-turn clock regardless. It's a 2-turn clock anyways. There's no reason to swing with the Serpent. Yeah, the Serpent stemming the bleeding is pretty substantial here. You don't have to target anything with this. Alright. Your turn. There's no card in the game that saves them here, so. Alright. Cool. I mean, against mono red, my opponent would have just probably won. I mean, lightning strike on the 1/3 would probably make it go away, but the counters are pretty cool. The breakpoints favor me though with like these 1/1 counters from these cards, but this is a pretty neat one. I feel like the red deck doesn't care about the 4 mana life gain wall. It's mostly like the 1 and 2s, but this is kind of neat. Yeah, you're gonna see decks like this if every other opponent plays only mountains, but there's some decks out there that don't. It's nice to have like a lot of life gain in your deck and also be able to beat the other life gain decks. And all you need really to do that is have bigger stats than them, because both players could be at 60 life. If you have the thing that gets through every turn, you're going to win eventually. So it doesn't matter about like, oh, they gain too much life, I can't win. That's not where your headspace should be in a life gain mirror like that. Cool. I think at one point they were at like 40 life too. It just like doesn't matter if you have unimpeded threats they can't deal with. Helicat's annoying in draft. Flying in general is just really good in draft, it seems. Every time I play it and my opponent has some kind of flyer, I'm like, well, I don't. And the board state's gummed up. I guess I lose to the 1/1. Flying just seems like a really good effect. It's almost just straight up unblockable in a lot of draft settings, in my opinion. This does not have to target anything. Mulliganing in this format is kind of bad. I'm on the draw. I'm not mulliganing. All we really need is a blue source. That's all I fundamentally am missing, I feel. Okay, I will keep both of those. Most assuredly. Okay, well, we got stuff. I can make a 2/2 next turn. I don't die to these 1/1s. Stockpiling Celebrant? Return another? Yeah, you might as well pick up a Hawk. Yeah, might as well. You could pick this up, or is it... It can't do that. No, it can't pick itself up. Yeah, I would just pick this up. Wow, really? They don't? I'm always picking that up. I think it's totally fine to just grab that. This is worth it. This is worth it. I know it makes this harder to cast, but I should do this now. This doesn't answer the 3/2 though. Alright, well now it's pretty easy. I still really think they should have picked one up last turn and scryed 2 again. I don't know if the 1/1 swinging an extra time is worth it. I feel like it isn't. But unfortunately I'm not blocking this 3/2. It knows that. Let's play the Gearhulk now? Oh, I can't. Never mind. Alright, never mind. I will eat the Candy Trail? Kind of a tough one here. Yeah. And put a counter on this. I don't think it matters. I don't want this to be a 4/5. I think, yeah, let's do this. Means they can't double block, I guess? I don't oh, no. Oh, no. Uh-oh. We got Marauders. More Rotors. Sure. Well, that's awkward. Let's go ahead and put a counter here. Correct. Slightly less awkward. This is a 1-3? Yeah, okay. If it had 4 toughness, we'd be big chillin'. But it doesn't. We've taken control of the skies. They did not upkeep sack this. They did not upkeep sack it. These are castable. Sure. Works out that I did what I did. I will definitely triple trade that. Let's... Wait. Yeah. Let's go to combat. I will absolutely triple trade. They don't even consider it. I almost have lethal next turn. This is unblockable. Okay, I'm going to assume they drew that for the turn, which is weird because they just scryed 2. So what's the second black source do? Removal spell? Murder? Nothing. Alright, I'm pretty sure they just scryed 2, and they put a swamp on top. I don't know what that means. Unless that was already in their hand, which I suppose it could have been. I gotta say, I don't know how I feel about these, though. They've been okay. They weren't to begin with, but started to get, like, kind of... The one time I swung early with one, it missed a bunch of damage. Let's not do it this time. Alright, if I don't draw lands, this game is quickly over. Black in green, that's exciting. I don't think I've seen that yet. Don't draw lands, so it's probably quickly over. What does this do? Mana. It replaces itself, or food. Okay. More food. Black-green food. What's the payoff? What does my opponent do at the end of all of this? If this is an untapped land, we'd be, like, big chillin' right now. Oh, yeah. Okay, Obzon. What does that do? Destroy a creature, and is also a food token. I would have killed the 2/2, I think. Let's play this, and then this gives us a really good Gearhulk, I guess. I'm not going to crack that, ever. I don't think I need 3 life, and it's something to eat with this, and I don't think I need 3 life. Scream Puff. Whenever this deals combat damage to a player, make a food token. Oh, deep. Deep. The lore runs deep. Shoot. Alright. Giant stats. Get in there. I'm not sure if I'm blocking that. It doesn't have lifelink. Okay. This is different. Maybe I should block that? Maybe I... Oh, now I can't. Oh, no, I still can. What am I talking about? Heaped harvest. All right, so we're just opponent is hungry. Opponent is hungry. Hungry. They do not swing. Okay. We shall play. We could put a counter here and force the trade, but that seems inefficient. I think we're just chilling. I'm gonna move the equipment on the flyer, and then I'm gonna like fly until my opponent is no longer vertical. What is that? When it leaves, make a food token. Okay. It's a time to swing with the 5/6. Maybe not, because now there's no representing a combat trick, which I probably don't respect anyways, to be fair. This is kind of cool. My opponent's at 20. Alright, yeah, we're just doing that. And here makes it so I can swing with that. I guess I could swing with the 1/1 as well, but I'm not interested in trading. I'm in no rush to kill these, so I don't want to trade with my 1/1. Okay. Oh, does that trade or does it win? It just trades. Another food card. They just typed in food and ran all the food generators. Get off my screen, please. Hello, game. Really? Oh, whoops. Well, they've gained a lot more life than I have, but it doesn't kill creatures. Yeah, so it's another life gain deck that, with the same logic, my stats are larger than theirs, and they can gain 600 life. I'm just going to bludgeon them, because my stats are the problem, and it just undoes, like, every food token that... Okay, these won't go off my screen. I'm on to the next deck, but I was actually kind of surprised at how good this was without, like, any removal. Felt like I was just susceptible to getting hosed by anything my opponent was able to do, but I was the one applying problems that my opponent had to deal with, and your removal can be found in your creatures when your creatures are winning combat and also more or less must be blocked or dealt with or something. Don't even really need combat tricks. So this did work out pretty well. I felt like I was lacking maybe another card that sacks artifacts, because just simply cracking this felt like a... Well, that's not too bad. It's like Deduce, right? It makes a clue token, and it also is just a card drop front, which is what this is. But it did feel kind of weird to find windows to just cast this and have it effectively do nothing but draw a card. But playing to the board with all these creatures was amazing. Every card in here was doing something legitimate. I think this could get in here somehow, but it being a 1/2 versus a 2/1 did matter. A lot of the times, this having 2 power changes what I can do in combat, but I didn't find myself activating it a bunch, which is a good thing. It means I have plenty of other things to do. I really like this. I didn't expect that, but I don't know if I like it more than this one. Another blue-white contraption here. This is more my style, obviously. And these cards are never going to be beaten in terms of satisfying when cast. And I was trying to find a way to shoehorn them in this deck, but I'm like, all right, let's actually do something different. So I like this. Both of these strategies are super viable to me. I, again, wasn't sure about this one, but I liked it a lot. I only lost to, I think, one red deck. It might have been two. I think there was only one red deck I lost to, and it was because I got mana screwed. So with any incidental life gain, the red deck is miserable. And it seems like you're either playing red or you're playing something that gains life. That seems like the two things I see almost exclusively. Every deck I've seen, except I think one. No, they had the crime bird, which gains life. So yeah, I think every single deck is interested in gaining life or being mono red, herp derp, mountain, red deck wins thing. But I really like this. Really like this. Maybe you could go up more of these. I at no point went into the deck to change it like I did for an hour with the other one. This one just straight up worked without a single change. Every card in here was great. So yeah, that's that. I am now going to play something else.